Hello, this is Matthew Ashton from MUI 1308. This is my reflection video for project number 1. Let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I got my project files over here, index with the main HTML file, as well as my app loaded into the um, iOS simulator. I think the easiest part of the assignment was just kind of getting all of the information transferred over and set up from the BFW project number 4. Everything was able to get, I was able to get everything set up and linked properly. But I think the hardest part came when I started tying in images that I created in Illustrator and have them fit perfectly on the screen. I was able to come up with the images and make things pretty quickly in Illustrator. I picked that up pretty quickly from Multimedia Design 2, which I just had last month, so everything was still fresh. But yeah, once it actually came to implementing them in the HTML, things got a little difficult. Information I used from previous courses was I referenced a lot of the handouts. I had saved a lot of the PDFs from VFW, and I was able to get a lot of HTML information from there. But I did have to look up a lot of HTML information, did a lot of Googling, and it really gave me some great ideas in terms of how exactly to word everything and the proper, kind of way to list everything in the order that it needed to be. I do have obviously the 3 things that were mainly needed: a call to action, browse, and each one of these is linked to a separate HTML page that obviously doesn't show any data. And I do have the search bar down here. I could not for the life of me get this to be a line center, which is originally what I wanted. Could not figure out how to do it. Love some input on that if anyone has any. I wanted this down here at the bottom because I think the biggest thing for my app and what makes sense is to have browse listed first. These, each kind of breakdown should help get you to the information that you need, whereas I don't think the search is vitally important. So that's why I wanted to toss that down there at the bottom. But these 5 things should bring you to any of the information that you might need. I did go ahead and load the 20 things that are needed for JSON data, so those should be all set. And I went through and I changed a lot of the images to match the new color scheme from the original images that we had. I think the aha moment came when I finally got the margins right on a lot of these. It took me forever to play around with the different margins and paddings to get everything looking properly, looking the way that I wanted it to. And yeah, once I finally got set margins from the call to action and browse and the spacing in between each one of these, it was a great moment. Obviously, I did not have an aha moment when it came to aligning the center, but you know what? Maybe next week I'll be able to figure that one out. I wanted this kind of scheme because I actually kind of fell in love with this color scheme in Mobile Media Design 2, the different shades of blue on a kind of a light off-white background. I really liked it. I think it stands out nicely, and then it kind of gives it a really simple look. So that's why I kind of went with this color scheme. I'm really looking forward to learning what JavaScript, jQuery mobile that we're going to be implementing next week. I'm sure it's going to make a lot of the ways to kind of tie in and write the code from our main JS screen, make it a lot easier and clean it up a lot. So I'm really looking forward to learning that next week. Yeah, hope you all enjoyed my reflection video. I'll see you all next week.